Next, a man whose partner took his own life 2 days after telling his family he was gay says more.
My name's Claire Russell, and just over a year ago my partner took his own life.
That life without her wasn't worth living, and we of course told him not to be so melodramatic, and on the 18th of September he took his own life.
Now, the NHS says people with mild depression should be offered exercise or therapy instead of antidepressants. It comes as new data shows more than 20 million antidepressants were prescribed between October and December of last year, 6% more than the previous year. Let's talk now to Dave Lyons. He's the founder of Tackling Minds, which offers people the chance to go fishing to help with mental health issues.
This clip is from Sky News, where they talk to the creator of Tackling Minds, a group which claims the sport of fishing has had a positive effect on mental health and is perhaps a healthy way to handle depression and anxiety. My name is Thomas McCallum, and in the interest of scientific discovery for the betterment of mankind, my friends and I decided to test this theory and go fishing. We decided to conduct our experiment at Making's Fishery. And since I'm very much a fishing freshman, we sent out our own resident experienced fisher, James, to set up for us. Man, he's quick. Well, while James sets up, we decided to interview 2 local fishermen to see the effect that fishing has had on their lives.
My name's Luke Gamble and I do carp and course.
My name's Rob. I do all sorts of fishing really, mostly carp, but I still enjoy a bit of float fishing, a bit of feeder fishing, a few hours on the canal here and there as well.
Probably around 14, 15.
I was probably about 13 or 14, I think.
So from around 14, 15, I was on antidepressants, things like that. Had a therapist, and same as my dad, to be fair. And since then, since getting out, doing fishing, getting out and about, it has really helped. It helps take your mind off things, helps clear your head a bit, and really helps sort yourself out, just getting away a bit.
Absolutely. I think fishing for me has always been, I've just had an affinity to the water, is where it sort of started. So quite often, just going fishing, I can enjoy the surroundings as well, you know, whether I'm catching or not. I love the wildlife that you see, I just love the beauty of the fresh air, and I think I'm just naturally attracted to water. So for me, the mental health bit, there's some days where I literally absolutely just want to go on my own, sit there maybe with the radio on, my phone on mute, the kettle on, and just switch off. Whereas other times I really want to do the whole social thing and, like, you know, go fishing with friends. Think of the things where we do like the get everyone fishing sort of weeks that are sort of national and out there every single year. I think I'd just impress upon everybody to find someone that they can take. And sometimes, you know, it's not even the interest in fishing; it's just that spending some quality time with someone outdoors. And I think it's just good for the soul. So I think I'd impress upon everybody to just at some point in the next year just take someone fishing with you.
Well, the evidence from these interviews suggests that fishing has a positive effect on mental well-being. All that's left for us to do is catch a fish. Hello, you join us here at Making's Fishery. We're here to see what positive effects fishing can have on your mental state. So, Tom, James, how are you guys feeling?
I'm feeling very good.
Excited?
Yeah,
very excited to fish. I hope we catch something. That's that's really what fishing's all about. Yeah, I do hope we catch something. So, stay tuned and let's see. I really like fishing, I'm not gonna lie. Sitting by a lake isn't usually my idea of fun, but sitting by a lake with a rod in front of me, for some reason, puts it up. It's just... And the endorphin boost
you get from fishing is like 10 times you would from revising. F1. No. Yeah. No, it's not good. It's prime content, Jay.
Well, nobody said fishing was going to be action-packed. While we wait for what will hopefully be a massive fish, we interviewed our good friend James to find out his experience with fishing.
So my name is James Evans and I do carp course and a little bit of sea fishing. So carp fishing is kind of in the name, so I fish for carp. I'll sometimes do day sessions like we're doing at the minute, but I'll normally do night sessions where I'll go on maybe like a 24 or 48 hour session, and I'll target a certain species of fish, that being carp. Sea fishing, that kind of, I normally just go for like mackerel, bass, a little bit of spinning here and there. That's more like sea fishing kind of knowledge. And then my course fishing will just be like taking just a little bit of bread or a little bit of maggots and just flicking them, catching little fish like roach, rudd, perch and stuff like that. But that's my fishing, kind of what I do in my fishing. Well, I don't actually know the exact age, but I think it's around 10 years old. I think I was about, maybe even younger than that. Maybe we'd say 6, 7, 8, I'd say I started fishing, and then I properly got into it, probably not that long ago, probably when I was about 15, I think. 15, I properly, seriously got into fishing and bought all the proper gear and that. I started going properly. So no, I've struggled a little bit. I used to have an eating disorder. Not a lot of people know it, but it's not really a disorder. It was more of a phobia where I couldn't swallow food properly, and I spent best part of 2 years eating liquidized food, and that definitely helped with it just coming out, chilling, and also sometimes I get quite stressed if something's not going my way. I sometimes just come out, flick the rods out, and just chill for a day. It's quite nice because when at home you can get away from people, but not as well as if you're here, because obviously when you're at home you've still got to speak to people. Even if you're in your room, they'll still come in. Here I can go to the corner of the lake and I can just tuck my bivvy up and I can speak to no one. It's quite nice like that. Well, I think a lot of ways, to be quite honest with you. Well, for instance, they did a thing last year, I think it was, just after the end of COVID, Take a Friend Fishing, where they basically, the Canal Trust waived the rod licence, and basically anyone could go fishing. And then also, I think, setting up groups like Tackling Minds, where they basically prescribing it through the NHS, because before a lot of things, I feel like people instantly, as soon as they have mental health problems, instantly jump at the, like, not opportunity, but they jump at taking medication and that. And I feel like there's way better ways to tackle it. And I think Tackling Minds are doing a lot of work to stop people going onto medication. But yeah, that's why I feel like fishing's kind of come into their own, and it's kind of helped with that kind of thing. It's not only just men's mental health that they need. It is all kinds of people, women, girls, boys, all kinds of people that struggle with mental health. So I think, and everybody can go fishing. There's lakes all up and down the country. There's rivers all up and down the country. Everyone can go fishing. I think that's, the Canal and River Trust need to push that way more, I think.
James's story really started to convince me. But to feel the full effect of fishing, you have to catch a fish. And we were lucky to catch quite a few. In conclusion, fishing made us feel relaxed. It made us forget about our worries and our troubles and our university deadlines, but that's not the point. It was a good excuse to make good friends and good memories. I would recommend fishing to anybody who feels distressed with mental or physical health. I really get fishing, and I'd like to go again.